That's the thing. It always comes down to that, though. It's stupid little social things. That's why, you got to clean up your mess. You got to clean up your mess. It's always these little social things. That's why it's even with, with me and Daniel. It's like, oh, they were mean to me when I, started to announce psychedelia, and now they're being more psychedelic than I ever was, and what's going on? But it's that's why an ecstasy club, when I talk about Robert Anton Wilson, it's always the same thing. It's how are people conducting themselves in the moment-to-moment affairs of their life. Are they good to their spouse or their mate? Are they attentive to their kids? Are they, earning and spending their money in appropriate ways? Are they taking responsibility for the effects of their words on other people? That's where it is. That's where it's happening. The access knobs to human evolution are in the choices that you make in a moment-to-moment way. They're not in the doors that you open during a psychedelic trip. They're actually here. And that's where you judge people. And that's why for, all the great stuff with Tim, and he opened my mind and I read his books, look at what happened with his wives and suicide and his kids and jail and drug use and a son who never talked to him again. Look at what happened in his daily life. And that's where, not if you're going to judge people, but if you want to model people, that's the only zone that you can really do it, is there. And if you can adjust anything, the first place to adjust is your own behaviors. And I promise, if you adjust your own behaviors, it changes the whole thing. Changes the whole thing. If everybody in America decided to take one day off a week to not buy anything or sell anything, but actually just to sort of do social service for one another, it would throw the nation into a terrible recession right away. Because there'd be 1/7 less buying and selling, and because all these additional things, whatever people are doing on those days, are now being taken care of by people on a social level instead of an economic level, it would crash markets. We would not know how to deal as an economy with people taking a day off and just doing stuff. So what if we just started with that? It's more revolutionary than our society is capable of handling at this point. So what if we just work towards even tiny things like that? And you'd watch. Energy consumption will go down and everything changes. It's so easy. That's the thing. It's so easy to change the world. And that's the kind of thing that you can see on psychedelics. If you don't get trapped in the beauty and awe of the psychedelic experience itself. It's like looking through the chandelier of reality from a different vantage point. You can now project through those crystals in another way, and it's beautiful. But, okay, now come back. Now come back. Don't get obsessed with that crystal you're looking at, because it's actually the same crystal you were looking at from here. You're just looking at it from over there now. And yeah, it's beautiful, but come on, all right.